Hi, I just thought I'd come on and make a little video. It's 4:30 in the morning and I haven't been able to sleep. I've been laying in bed, too tired to open my eyes or move, but not been able to get to sleep, which anybody who's got insomnia will know is just horrible. And I was laying there and thinking, why can't I get to sleep? And then it dawned on me why. And the longer I couldn't get to sleep, the more I thought, I'm going to go and record this. Because the reason I think I couldn't sleep tonight, I can't sleep tonight, is sounds so silly, but I've been asked to go out and have coffee tomorrow morning with some friends from a group that I go to, and it's really got my anxiety up because I mean, obviously, oh gosh, I don't think I really realised, how much my health stuff impacts on my life, because I adapt so like naturally to accommodate the things I know I struggle with. And then it doesn't really enter my conscious mind, if that makes sense. I just kind of make any adaptations necessary. So, for example, if I go out to meet people, I normally drive, and I make sure that I'm parked close to a venue that is, I know it's easily accessible for me. I know that I'm going to manage there. I know that there's so many different things. So the place we're going to tomorrow is a place that's down a very long driveway, and it's gravel, and there's a lot of big potholes. I've only been there once before, but I remember when we drove down the drive, I was in agony when Paul was driving over, and he was trying to drive really slowly and carefully because he knew it was really hard for me. Also, when we got up to the place, there wasn't any blue badge parking, like right next to the door. It's a bit of a walk away, and it was all gravel, so there's no way I could use the wheelchair. So I need to be able to walk. At the moment, my bursitis in my Achilles tendons is awful, which basically, if you don't know what that is, it's inflammation, like a chronic inflammation of the Achilles tendon, so much so that it kind of sticks out in a bit of a lump at the back. It's really horrible. It really hurts. And I've also got plantar fasciitis, which is another problem with like underneath my feet. So basically, for me to walk is absolute agony at the moment on my feet, not to mention my back, which is also awful at the bottom of my back at the moment. So that kills me when I walk as well. So I'm a bit concerned about the driveway. I'm a bit concerned about walking from the car to the place. And also there was only a couple of blue badge spaces. So if we can't even get close there, it's going to be an even longer walk. And then when we get inside, we've not eaten there before. We only went out to look at it. So I don't know the venue. I don't know how comfortable the chairs are. And if they are like hard chairs, I'm going to really struggle with my back, because since I broke my coccyx, I've had a lot of lower back pain, especially if I sit on anything hard for even just a few minutes. So, and then I know that might sound silly, but I'm also anxious about having to keep up an appearance of everything being fine when I'm really struggling as well. Because I don't like to say to people, and I think that's partly because I don't want other people to feel awkward for me, and I don't want to make a fuss, and I don't want to be like all the attention to be on me. So I'm more likely to say to people, yeah, I'm fine, everything's fine, and I'll go along with it. But I know that I'm not really. So when I go out with Paul, it's different because I know that he understands and he knows what I'm like, and he just gets me and just knows. So that's okay. But actually, whenever I go out with anybody else, there's always an element of anxiety about it. And I think normally I try to control that by sort of controlling as many variables as I can. So for example, driving myself, planning a route meticulously in advance, knowing where I'm going to park, having a plan B, and I plan all these things out. And I don't think I really realised it, how much I do plan it ahead. But I suppose on reflection, I do plan everything down to the T, really. And I think there's been a lot of times where friends have wondered why I haven't gone out and been very sociable. And I think that's what it comes down to, really. So yeah, I just wanted to get that on video because I know that by the time I get up in the morning, there won't be time and I'll have forgotten what's going on in my head now. So I think what I'll do is maybe do a little update on the end of this after I've been, and just let you know how it went. Now I'm gonna, oh gosh, it's 10 to 5 now. I'm gonna need to try and get some sleep. Somehow before I get up in a couple of hours. Okay, I'm gonna go, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on. Bye for now. Hi, so I thought I'd give you an update after going out for coffee with my friends this morning. So I got about 2 hours sleep in the end. When I got back into bed, I eventually got off to sleep and got some rest. I was still pretty nervous when I got up this morning, but not as bad as I'd been in the night time. I decided not to take my crutches with me because I was a bit embarrassed, to be honest. And I didn't take the wheelchair because they're people I haven't been out with before, and I was embarrassed and didn't want the hassle of it. So I was quite nervous about going, but I did ask my friend to park in the disabled area. Unfortunately, there was space, and it was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Excuse me, I did struggle a little bit with the seat being hard. We had to sit on benches, but the chairs weren't any better anyway. But actually, all in all, the things I was worried about were fine. I did the driveway, I did sort of have to grip the door handle a bit. It was a bit painful going down the gravel drive, but made it, and we had a lovely time. And fortunately, the sun was shining, as you can see. It still is. It's a beautiful day. And I took my scarf with me. We did sit outside, and I took this. It's only a thin one, but it just keeps the draft off my neck a bit. So I opened it up and just used it to cover my neck. And yeah, we had a lovely couple of hours chatting, and then we came back, and there was nothing I needed to worry about, really. All was fine, and no worse than usual for me health-wise, I guess. Still hobbling around, but I managed, and yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. So have I learnt a lesson? Hopefully. Hopefully, to stop worrying so much about going out and stuff. Just make sure I plan as well as possible. I think the difficult thing is it's so unpredictable. Never know how it's going to be, never know how I'm going to cope or react, and that's probably the bit that causes the anxiety, is the unpredictability of it. But all was well, and we've had a lovely time, and now I'm sitting in the garden just enjoying this beautiful sunshiny day. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.